morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Afternoon?
Hungover a little bit. But, I'm getting in now. I'm warming up slowly.
Oh my gosh.
Who's first?
We're going to do round robin. So
Okay, cool.
Martian Manhunter with us.
That's right.
It's amazing. The role's amazing. We love you in it.
That's good. That's good.
You play it quite well.
I have a lot of practice. It's a great role. I really enjoy playing it. I feel very fortunate to have had this role fall into my lap. You know, I wasn't familiar with the character. I grew up reading a lot of Marvel comics, so for me it's you know, finding John Jones, finding this DC gem has been quite a revelation. It's been great.
We've also touched on. I'm sorry, Rob. We've also touched on racial issues ever so slightly with the Green Martian and the White Martian.
Yes.
You know, without hammering it over each other's head, and then Megan eventually becomes a part of the team.
Right.
So we're going to see more of her and your interaction in season 3.
I certainly hope so. I mean, I think we'll definitely see Miss Martian. I know that it's really about cast availability. I think Sharon's got hooked up with another show. She's got her own show now, which is great. So it very much depends on. Same with Snapper and the same with some of the other recurring members. It very much depends on their availability. If we love them and we'd love to see them back, but it really depends on the writers.
Sean was very much a loner in the first season, and he did have a bit of a connection with Megan in season 2.
Yeah.
What's his kind of emotional arc heading into season 3?
Again, can't say too much, but I think he's going to. I think this season is very much about being human and finding the humanity even in these alien characters. So I think John's story arc may be about him really finding himself and finding more about his people and more about you know, has he strayed too far from Mars, or you know, does he need to go back to Mars, or you know, will he remain on planet Earth?
Can you tell us about your character
About
the coming season? Any surprises?
Oh, some big surprises. Well, I can tell you that there's a big surprise in episode 3, which is huge for Jean and huge for the show and huge for Martian Manhunter fans. It's going to be quite an emotional episode, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. And there's some really nice tie-ins. I think one of the great things about the Supergirl creators is that they get these great actors who have got connections to the comic book lore to come and play some characters, and I think everyone's going to be very, very excited to see who appears in episode 3.
Are you excited for this year? Talking about there being a 4-show crossover, and Supergirl's very much going to be integrated in that. Are you excited to experience that this year?
I am, although I tell you that the crossovers are hard work. I mean, they're really hard work. They're different schedules and trying to get all that talent in the same room. It can be tough, but they're a lot of fun. I think the musical crossover was really great last year, and everybody seemed to enjoy that. So hopefully we'll get some more of that.
Will you be performing in the musical crossover?
No, absolutely not. It's in my contract, but I don't see it.
You post all these pictures with the little action figures. Where did that come from?
The figure, you know, it was just it just seems to be such a evocative and a little puppet that whatever my mood is, he seems to kind of replicate that. So I kind of like it. The fans like it, and now I have my own action figure. So I'm very, very happy about that.
You have 2 action figures, the Hank Pence Martian Manhunter crossover, and then the Cyborg Superman one.
I haven't really seen any Cyborg Superman ones, and kind of I'm happy to see that one slip away. I really like playing John, and I think this season is going to be really exciting to play him. So.
Have you spoken to the...
Hang on a second, there's a lady over
Sorry,
here.
go.
No, it's okay. I was actually going to ask you, besides obviously Supergirl, which of the female characters do you admire most from your experience on the show?
Which other?
Female characters do you admire
Oh, all
most
of them.
from
I
the
mean,
show?
my God, Kat Grant is fantastic. Callista's been wonderful to watch. I love Kyla Lee. I think she's great. And she's a fantastic role model for young women. And Melissa, I can't say it, she's super good. Linda Carter, it was great having Linda Carter. So, I mean, there's a lot of women that you kind of look up to. And Jenna, who we saw last night, Jenna Dewan Tate, and she was back. It was great to bump into her last night. So we've had some great guests and great, strong female characters in the show. And and now we have another Katie McGrath, another one. You know, we're just surrounded by strong female characters, so pretty awesome, really.
Yeah, it's kind of the best place to be.
Yeah, yeah. Way to spend your day, right?
What message from the past couple of seasons, as far as a real world application, do you find to be the most provocative for fans who are watching the show?
I don't know what I think is great about this is that fans can take away what they'll see what they want to see, and it's amazing that we've had, you know, I've done a few cons and been really blown away by how emotional some young girls have been, particularly girls who are dealing with their sexuality or have had problems dealing with their sexuality, and how much the show's meant to them. And you know, there's been a lot of tears, you know, which is extraordinary. You know, people come up to get an autograph and they're sobbing their eyes out and saying how much the show meant to them and how much the relationship, Kyla's relationship with Floriana meant to them. And it's great that people feel that the show gives them strength, and you know, they feel that the show's supporting them. And you know, on the flip side of that, it's great that the show just generally has an uplifting, hopeful, cheerful vibe, and young kids can watch it, old guys can watch it. It's got something in it for everybody.
Have you kind of spoken to the writers? I know you had some dissatisfaction with Cyborg Superman and how that was portrayed. I mean, have you kind of fed back to the writers about that and how will that be portrayed next season? Or?
I don't really know. I mean, I just mentioned to you know, one of the writers at the end of the second season that it sort of didn't really go anywhere. So it was a little frustrating. But I think they kind of understand that. I mean, John's such a huge character. It's just so much more. It's just a very interesting character to play. Whereas I just felt there were a few holes with that character, and I don't think we quite soaked them up. So yeah, looking forward to more Jean, maybe less Cyborg.
How does it feel to have your own action figure? It's pretty badass.
It's badass, man. I love it. I carry it around with me. I haven't got it with me today, but I do carry it around with me. Well, no, I'm not bringing it today. But I do carry it around with me every day. And as I say, sometimes you're in a particular mood, and somehow by doing this little, you know, messing around with this figurine, it sums up how you feel. So it's been great to have, you know. And I'm very proud that he now has my outfit on. That's just so cool.
All right, I think she just wrapped us and then disappeared.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Great,
Yeah, thank
great,
you.
Enjoy.
We don't want to monopolize. We will monopolize you. We don't want to.
You can ask me one more